Thank you all so much for the feedback on the videos over the past several weeks. The feedback has been great, and I really want to point out how, in last video we were rotating the leg clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise or counterclockwise, and wanted you to leave comments, which you did. And it's phenomenal to see how everyone is different. I have some notes here. Dawn had both of her legs feel better rotating clockwise, whereas Devinder had more comfort rotating anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. Whereas Ivan from Denmark, it didn't work for her to rotate it anti-clockwise. This is a huge point in understanding knee pain, because these are all tension patterns that the body is holding on to. Everyone had a different tension pattern. That's the cool part about it. That's the cool part about this approach, where you're only creating comfort in the knee joint, which takes the pressure off of the nerves and allows the body to sets up the conditions so your body can begin to heal what's going on in your knee. So if we put you into a cookie cutter box and say, here you need to strengthen your quads, your calves, and your hamstrings in order to get over your knee pain, one, it's not taking the pressure off of your nerves. Two, it's not supporting your knee joint. And three, it's not taking the pressure off of the nerves in your knee. So these are all really, really big points that rotating your leg clockwise or anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, is going to be different when you do this exercise. So of course we rotate the leg clockwise or counterclockwise. We take it to a position of comfort. We're going to hold it in that position for 30 seconds to a minute, or until we feel a shift or a change in our nervous system, meaning the body is going to drop down, let go, you're going to relax. There's going to be a part of your body that goes, oh, thank you for finally listening to my knee, listening to what your knee needs. Now there's a couple of points that go into this. See, we have a level of tension. This is what happens. Your body has injury and then it compensates. And more injury and then it compensates, and more injury and then it compensates. And what we're doing is, by creating comfort in your knee joint, we're starting to back that down. We're starting to relax the tension in your nervous system. So there's a couple of things you're going to notice. One is the pain may move. It may shift to another part of your knee or another part of your body. This is normal. This is how your body begins to unwind and let go of that tension. There are other things. Like, let's say today it's more comfortable rotating your leg clockwise. You take your leg to that clockwise position, you hold it in that position, and then you wait for the shift to take place. Tomorrow, you go to rotate your leg in that same direction, and it may not be the position of comfort. It can change. It can change at the very instant that your body lets go and shifts when your nervous system drops down. So what we're looking at is a very dynamic way your body is holding on to tension to protect your knee from getting injured further. So this all ties in together. So you can imagine, I showed you one rotation, one exercise, rotating the bottom part of your leg to the right or to the left, clockwise or counterclockwise, and we had a change that took place in your nervous system. That's why, because it's so dynamic like that, there are over 80 different exercises that I have in my virtual clinic that go into all of the different dynamic ways your leg can hold tension, expressing in knee pain. It's very dynamic. This is a very intricate program. There's a lot of moving parts in this. So it's important to understand that when someone says, Bill, give me an exercise to get rid of my knee pain, how very fundamental and rudimentary we're looking at the problem at. We got to zoom out. We got to get the bird's eye view of what's happening in your knees. It's very dynamic because your knees can hurt for a number of different reasons. And I go into that in my free report. I talk about the water, the nutrition, the exercise, the stretching, which is what we're talking about right now, and the breathing. All of that play into, or all of those factors play into why your knee hurts. And we need to put them in the correct order in order for your body to unwind and let go of those tension patterns, so your knee is comfortable the majority of the time. That's how I work with my clients. That's really, really important, to step them systematically through knowing what is the correct next step to do. What does their body need? That's why it's important to document the changes that you're experiencing in your knees, because we have what I refer to as the lizard brain. And that's the oldest part of our nervous system that is there to protect us, to keep us safe. And it's very important that it does that. However, it also keeps us from changing. And if we don't take the lizard brain into consideration when we're going through those peaks and valleys of getting over the chronic knee pain, we can be in a valley and we're still improving with knee pain. However, the lizard brain can take us out and dump us back to the very first day. We would go ahead and do something silly like go ahead and try to run 5 miles, thinking that's going to build up the muscles in the leg and help get rid of knee pain. I really hope this is all making sense. I want you to leave more comments because this is all crucial in you understanding how to get over your chronic knee pain. It's not just this linear thing. It's not this simple answer. It's very dynamic, and odds are this has not been something that's been just a few days or a few weeks. Chronic knee pain, at the very minimum, by definition, is 2 to 3 months out. So at the very least, 2 to 3 months out, you've been experiencing pain, which leads you on a downward spiral. And you get a lot in your head trying to figure out how to get out of knee pain, and you're in knee pain, so you try harder to get out of knee pain, which puts you in more knee pain, and anyhow, it gets kind of crazy. So what I want you to do, leave more comments below. There's lots of options in the website. If you want to get into the virtual clinic, that's the basis I use for all of my coaching. There's a lot of stuff in there. It can get a little confusing. That's why I provide coaching programs. If that's something that you're interested in, shoot me an email, bill@thekneepainguru.com. Let me know you're interested in doing so. We'll get you set up with a knee freedom strategy session, which means we'll go over the plan on how we would approach getting you out of chronic knee pain. Leave your comments below. Give me some feedback. If you want to get into the virtual clinic, do so. If you want to get into a coaching program, do so. Interact. The more you interact, the more I know how I can help you, and the more of assistance I can be in you moving to a place of getting over your chronic knee pain. So I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.